don't take my question.
Look at what you're doing, look.
I am so good with it.
Come here, stand right here. What's your name? Danielle? You're really tall, Danielle. You know, okay, so now you're going to do it first. You ready? Okay, hold on. Oh, yeah, see how it is? Yeah,
I can't see it. No, I have no storage, dumbass.
I'm going to give you a line. How we're going to do it. Ready? Ready? Get ready. Oh, well, sorry. Ready? Pretty good. Pretty good. But you need to kind of let your voice break up more. Like, it needs to be more crazy, wacky. You know what I mean? That sounded too, like, controlled. It is not controlled when you I know, then let that fear go. Release your anger.
Become Edward Elric.
You will. Release the anger inside of you. How short you are. Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
Who are you calling a pipsqueak midget?
Pretty good. Pretty good. Okay, I'm gonna give my best before I run out of memory. Okay, here we go. Ready? Get a big breath, just like the cat cry thing. Marco. Ready? Who are you calling a pipsqueak midget? All right. If your sentence starts with, could you please yell? Go ahead.
From an acting standpoint, I create myself. What I've noticed that I do after I do a performance or anything like that is I'll go back and I'll rewatch it and find things that I could critique myself on. Have you ever done that after a session?
What a great question. You know what? That's a really great question. I just thought of a great story to end with. So here it is. What's your name? Tyler, thanks for the question, and thanks for letting her go, even though, you know.
Woo, Tyler.
You guys, a lot of you don't know this, but all the way back when we started Full Metal Alchemist, I went into audition for Full Metal Alchemist. I knew nothing about the show. Nothing. So I'm looking through the auditions of the different characters that you could audition for. Just so you know, let me paint a picture for you. There's a little waiting area at Funimation. And if you come into audition, they put these booklets on the table with the characters that you could choose to audition for. There's one page for each character. There's a picture of the character, so you see what he looks like, and then there's a brief little description of the character, and then there are 4 or 5 lines that the character would say, typically. So I'm looking through the pages for this new show that I'd never heard of called Full Metal Alchemist. And I was like, what's that, some kind of robot? And I'm reading, and it's this little boy, and I'm like, well, I don't sound like a little boy. I don't sound like a robot. I probably won't get that. Colonel Mustang. Looks like a jerk.
Awesome, what are you talking about?
Edward Elric. I'm reading, I'm like, Now, you need to understand, it doesn't say whether they're lead roles, bit parts. You don't know. I didn't know. Okay. So suddenly the director comes out of the studio and he says, Vic, did you have a chance to look at the sides? And I said, yeah, I'd like to audition for this guy. And he smiles. And he goes, I was hoping you'd say that. He said, I actually was thinking you might be good for this. So I do want you to audition for him. So we go into the studio, and then he tells me something that was very rare. He said, actually, Vic, Otakon, the big convention in Baltimore, is like 3 weeks away. And Larkensiel, the Japanese band, who sang Ready, Steady, Go, was going to be the band performing it at Otakon. And so Funimation wanted to have episodes